You smile. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay.
not good.
No.
Calendar go.
Then he gets to May, and he's like,
Uh-huh.
maybe if I ask your mom and pa, right? Isn't it like that?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Maybe
You're right.
if
You're
I
right. You're
ask your
right.
dad and mom, and then he goes, June,
Take you
they'll
to
let me
the.
take you to the June your prom.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That is bad.
Yeah.
The May to June is bad. To the
Maybe
junior prom.
if I ask your dad and mom, they'll let me take you to the June your
Your prom.
prom.
I
Oh
don't remember
no.
July.
July is something about picnics or fireworks, isn't it? Hey guys, we're trying to figure out all the ones from Neil Sedaka's Calendar Girl. I think you guys get the idea.
You guys get it.
Sorry about that crash.
Also, Ryan, I think you froze. You're still you're frozen on my side. I don't know. I bet the stream can see you, but you're still
I'm frozen in
for
my individual video.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let me look at that.
I don't remember
I like
July.
this
July
picture of
is
me,
like it's great. It's very content. I don't remember July. What's August?
July is like something about like you're the fireworks in my life, right?
Yeah.
Baby, you're a
Yeah.
firework.
August. I don't remember August at all. July, September.
I think he gives up halfway through. I don't think he does all of them.
November. November is like I'm thankful for you or something.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're all back now. Can you see me again, Ash?
I can see you. And the game's moving. Okay, Odd Linguist, you gave us a brilliant clue, and Ryan and I were just singing Neil Sedaka lyrics at you for no reason.
There's just no excuse
and
for
I
this.
Think,
but before we get off of it, January, you start the year off fine.
Okay. Oh, okay. Fine.
February, you're my.
Hey, Sedaka.
Well, this was the 60s where fine means something. Yeah. And also, hey, Laura. Laura, I'm glad you're here. You're going to care about this. Neil Sedaka's Calendar Girl. Okay.
Ready.
January, you start the year off fine. February, you're my little Valentine. So far, we're good.
I'm on board for both of those. Yeah.
March, I'm going to march you down the aisle. Okay, you had to change the meaning, but okay.
I liked it.
First really bad one coming in for a landing. Yeah. April, you're the Easter bunny when you smile.
It's not... I don't want to be compared to an Easter bunny. And also, the Easter bunny's smile is not something I've ever wanted to imagine.
This is clearly a buck-toothed individual, which is okay. Classic impression time. Neil, what? Wait. Oh, a fancy sandwich, ice cream, and a cookie? That sounds amazing. Some of that's a meal, but I will let it apply. Oh my God.
Yum.
Okay. Now, we're just going to barrel through here.
Yeah, May.
Love you every day of the year. May. Maybe if I ask your dad and mom. Pushing it. June, they'll let me take you to the junior prom.
Junior prom. Yeah, I never processed that one before, and I'm not, it's unacceptable.
July, like a firecracker all aglow. Okay, 4th of July.
Okay, I'm on that. I'm on board. You got me back, Sedaka.
August, when you're on the beach, you steal the show.
Okay.
Kinda.
That's sort of August related. Okay, yeah.
Laura does make it when the junior prom indicates a real young lady.
Yeah. 17. But we don't know how old Sedaka is in
That's
this song,
the thing.
So.
He could be 17. Okay, every day.
Although they are going to get married earlier in the year.
Well, maybe he's like, I'm going to march down the aisle eventually.
Yeah.
Also, he's like, I'm going to march you down that aisle. He's sort of aggressive. Okay. September, I light the no. Sorry. September, I light the candles at your sweet 16. It's just pretty young.
Okay.
Oh, right. I remember.
Maybe he's a junior and maybe she's in sophomore.
He could still be around the same age. October, Romeo and Juliet on Halloween. That's fine, I guess.
That's fine. They haven't gotten to the edge of the book yet.
No.
They're juniors in high school. They
No
haven't
one
seen the
ever
play.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. And to
No-
be fair, those characters are 13 and 14, so they're playing the appropriate ages.
Okay, fair. November, I'll give thanks that you belong to me.
Don't like belong, but it's thematic, okay?
It's, it can be metaphorical. December, you're the present neath my Christmas tree. These are actually all pretty okay in terms of like stretches. I think Easter Bunny when you smile is easily the worst.
Yeah, it's the summer. He couldn't. It's May, June, July.
Yeah. It's kind of impressive that he made it as far as he did. Written by Neil Sedaka and Howard Greenfield, so he had a little help on that one.
Sure.
Either August.
That Greenfield came in with the march down the aisle, saved him right in the nick of time.
I mean, this was also the era of like you're writing songs as an adult, but you're writing them for kids, for teens music. So like,
definitely,
Neil Sedaka wasn't necessarily pining after teens himself.
Also, he was quite young.
That's right.
He was only like,
Let's see. Okay, Ash, put your money where your mouth is. How old was Neil Sedaka when Calendar Girl came out?
Oh, jeez. I think he's younger than we think now. I don't think
he's
far
even
off
younger
from
now than when he wrote the song.
Yeah, I think he ages backwards and then he's Benjamin Button.
You think
the final answer?
So you think he's Benjamin Button? Now that's a very unpopular guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is that on the board? Survey says. No, I think that he was. I think he was 20. Okay, my gut says I think he was 27. No, my gut says he was 20. Oh, I want him to be like 24, but I don't think that's true. So I'm gonna say he's like 27 when he sang Calendar Girl.
The answer is he was 21.
Oh,
You're
see, he was like a teen himself.
Yeah, he's okay. Neil is still with us at 83. Good for Neil.
Good for Neil. Now, my favorite Neil Sedaka fun fact is that he wrote a whole kids album where he parodied his own music, and one of them was called "Waking Up Is Hard to Do," which is great.
That's so great. True.
It's good.
I think that's pretty good, actually. Laura's still not a Neil fan, apparently, and that's fine.
That's fine.
We all have our boundaries, and I respect that.
Okay. Now, Odd Linguist gave us an amazing clue, which is that the connection to the family.
Oh, for sure.
That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Relationship to the family. So the Major's relationship to the family.
Okay, so the Major resided with the family for a long time.
And to be fair, we could have known that ourselves. That is written on the screen, but we need a linguist to underline these things.
That's true.
Because I guarantee you, now we're gonna get it through Chris's persuasion.
You're right. Crystal clear persuasion. We're just doing all songs that only I remembered tonight. Okay, is it maybe the photograph of them? Does that go anywhere? The Major resided with the family for a long time. Oh, I see a band of angels coming after me, Laura. Coming for taking me home. Oh, A New Day Rising, sure. All right, A New Day Rising.
I just saw in the store marshmallow peeps, but they were dipped in chocolate, and I was like, peeps, you may have convinced me. I didn't buy them, but now that's a peep I will eat.
I like a chocolate peep. I like a regular peep. That when they're new, they actually are kind of fluffy and good. Whoops.
I feel like I can eat one peep a year, and that's it.
Yeah, that's probably where you should keep it. Look over yonder. What do you do? Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that bit.
But you've never ever had one, Zach. I mean, it's an experience, but I'm not going to shame you for it.
Yeah, you can put them in the microwave and do a viral video about how they explode.
Oh.
Okay, the major's relation to the family. So it's not anything about the envelopes or the toys, probably. I guess it could be. Gift from the major. Crystal bloopers. So how did you know the name of the house? Was it like on the outside?
Is it like on the Airbnb registry?
All right. Can you name your? Can I like if I Airbnb my place? Could I name it like Chateau Ryan in the listing?
Definitely, yeah.
They had a plaque. Amazing. That's where the Lonely Island got their name, right? The three of them lived in an apartment that was on a weird cul-de-sac, and they called it the Lonely Island.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Stagwood Hollow. That's great. I wish I had a name for
That's
my apartment.
good. Ooh, I like candy corn, but again, I can only have like a couple handfuls a year.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get it. I like candy corn. I don't get the hate for it.
In the same way that I don't think I would eat jelly beans all year. I mean, seasonal.
And seasonable. And seasoned if you eat Aunt's taco ones.
Okay. Click on the major, either one of his little arms. What do they say?
The major cared about Cassandra and Angeline.
Okay, it can't go anywhere, so that's not it.
Just not
Click on
yet.
the one.
Major's innocent.
Click on the one. Can you connect it to conflicting reasons?
Conflicting opinions.
Order and method.
No.
That is the...
Okay, then it's got to be something only tangentially related to the major. So,
right.
But we got to get it connected.
What about way over here with this torn photograph? About how he has a torn photograph of Angelina Cassandra. They look alike in the photo. Why he kept it hidden. We also have the Viscount's image being torn out.
Can those two connect together?
I cannot see the logic in this.
Yeah, the major confessed his love for Cassandra. We've tried some of these connections in other mind maps, no?
Yeah.
Come, my little gray cells.
It's a little bit annoying when they sort of reset your progress, even though it's the same stuff.
This will not get me any...
Guess what you should name your apartment. What are some like features of your apartment that would stand out as being good name features? Like, is there a big... Is it haunted? Is there...
Yeah.
Are there 3 bathtubs for some reason? You call it... you would call that one triple threat. Is there a specific sound that the doors all make? Old Creektown.
Something about your neighbors.
Is there a church bell that always goes off every hour? If I listen to the tape and isolate the sound, will I hear a foghorn and know where you've been kidnapped?
Yeah.
All right, think carefully here.
Guess is thinking. I used to live in an apartment on a corner, and there was a light there, a stoplight, and for some reason, everyone always had their windows down and they were playing slow jams, so we called it Slow Jams Corner.
See?
It's kind of nice.
Perfect.
You would just get like 30 seconds of like a Whitney Houston song or like some kind of...
It was never like rap metal or anything?
Mm-mm.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big house.
The big house.
We actually also, our grandparents' house was called the big house, just because it was a big house.
It was bigger than their previous house.
Right. It wasn't meant to be a prison reference, but it eventually sort of became one.
Okay, it has to do with the major's relationship to the family.
Right.
Okay, don't even look at the board, Ryan. Just free associate. Talk about his relationship with the family.
Okay, we know that he had a thing for Cassandra. They had a tryst, but it seems like It's not clear whether that continued. It certainly seems like she kept him at arm's length, but also she invited him to live there. Either he was sort of weaseled his way in, or she felt obligated to him in some way, or she actually cared for him. While he was living there, he felt fatherly to Angeline. Maybe he is secretly the father. He bought nice gifts for her, and Angeline always liked the Major because she feels that he's sort of a father figure or an uncle figure. But Cassandra liked him, but then they had a fight recently about something to do with letters. She mentioned they fought about a letter. They were yelling about a letter, and then that fight happened, and Cassandra has since told us that she's like, well, maybe he was the blackmailer. But we now know he is not.
Will you hover over the conflicting opinions button, Light Bob?
Conflicting
see
opinions.
Where it can go. I think it's got to go to one of these letters.
Okay.
Torn or unsent.
I must take a different approach if I am to
Unsent?
I cannot see the logic in this. This will not get me any closer to
the landlord doesn't show up to fix stuff.
Could call it Forgotten Grotto.
Yeah, or like Leaky Manor. Or
It always should sound grander than the place actually is.
Yeah, definitely.
Order and method. That
I think we need another hint, because this hint hasn't worked for us yet, and it sort of feels maybe it's a little general. We could go a little more specific on the hint. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, give us one of the things we're connecting. Mr. Christopher T. Odd Linguist.
Mr. Christopher! Steady as she goes, Mr. Christopher!
I feel like you can get something. There's got to be something good with forgotten. Like, what's another word for forgotten? Like abandoned manor, or passed over palace, or
For ancient, secret. Those are all more nice ways to say forgotten about. Him residing with the family.
Yeah,
okay,
you
right.
should apologize. You should apologize. No, don't apologize.
Okay, the Major resided with the family. That must explain these letters addressed to him. No?
I must act on thought and
Thank
fact.
you, Odd Linguist.
Not...
The Major resided with the
Nightjet.
family. Nightjet!
I'm sorry we scared you with the lightning
It was
and
an
with the bee that
accident.
came out of Ryan's hands.
Well, can you blame me about the bee? Nightjet.
Bodie McBoatface.
He resided
Happy
with him.
Friday, Jet. Have a good Saturday.
Toys were well kept.
Come, my little gray cells.
The Major lived with the family, and that makes me think about this high interest rate. No?
Money-
Oops!
What are you talking about?
What does that mean? Before I click forward, what do you think that could possibly mean?
What are you even talking about? What?
With all the money I save residing with the family, I can pay a much higher interest rate on my loans.
Is it he
I'm
was
Major
willing
Felix.
to pay more? But that's crazy.
It seems crazy. Especially, it doesn't connect to a large sum of the loan. It connects to the high interest rate, which, indicates his desperation to pay the money, right?
I guess.
Okay, let's see. It seems the Major has lived rather comfortably in the Vandenbosch house for many years. That's it? The Major depends on Cassandra's accommodation? How did you get that from high interest rate? Okay. Well, I don't feel bad about not getting that one.
That's wild.
You know what? Maybe our problem is we don't, I try to do this, but maybe we don't always read the subheadings. Because this one says, the interest rate on the loan is astonishing. Was the major in such a financial state that he would be offered such a high rate and accept it? So maybe it's really like that idea, not the fact, it's like, did he have a ton of money and was he fine paying it? Well, maybe it's because he resided with the family. Even that seems like a stretch.
Well, it's because we were looking, as you know, that speaks to our character. We were looking at the pathos of the situation, and I read the major resided with them for a long time as meaning like they had a close relationship. They were like a family. It was a father-daughter. I wasn't thinking, oh, they've resided with each other for a long time. He must need a place to crash.
Although his relationship with the family has seemed questionable, his residency at the house has remained permanent. But this indicates, the major depends on Cassandra's accommodation. Well,
so he doesn't have any money.
So why the high interest rate? It still weird.
He was given a high interest rate because he doesn't have any money.
Oh, I see. He was given a high interest rate because he has no credit.
He's no collateral, no credit. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I see that a little bit better then.
But that's
you still I have, yeah, I get that. I have learned this lesson before. If we have to read all of the individual things because the like little small text doesn't always like capture it, but even I feel like we read a bunch of them and I didn't quite. Yeah, anyway, I guess we have. But to
also,
make sure
this whole narrative of this section was leading us towards like this dramatic reveal about how his like life is intertwined with this family, and the big turnaround was like, yeah, shouldn't have signed with that high interest rate.
State Farm really screwed him over.
Should he use Rocket Mortgage or something?
Yeah, none of this was like leading to he's really mooching off.
Shouldn't have closed that first credit card he opened in college. Am I right?
I tell you.
What? What are you even talking about?
All right, thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate it. We're just gonna have to.
Thank you.
Make a little bit more logical leaps next time. Okay. New day rising.
What do you do with the general when it stops being a general?
Oh.
What do you do with a general unemployed? That's my Bing Crosby.
It's pretty good. Playing a little trombone myself.
Ooh, a telescope. Can you spy on people outside in the snow?
Gazing at the stars is truly one of life's simple pleasures. I'm Poirot for Astrology Monthly. Collection of books.
Oh.
Wait a second. Ryan. Remember one of the doors was missing? Because one of the paintings was missing? And that's right where a door would be? Can you pull any of those books and is it a secret passage?
I think... Didn't we find that ultimately? Maybe we didn't. Yeah, no, maybe you're right. Maybe it was still missing.
Right. All I wanted to find a secret passage in this game, please.
No, I understand.
Can you just believe in me?
I can't do it yet, but it might be a thing where later we learn which book to pull.
Okay.
I like the
You heard from multiple friends that they accidentally started liking Starlight. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's got
I see it everywhere now. I've seen it in like mini cans and everywhere.
I wonder if it'll become a permanent thing. I still haven't had it. I need to try it. Angelina and Gideon living in sin, eh?
Although there's maybe like 5 rooms behind that door. Everyone seems to have like an antechamber and a dressing room and
that's true.
Everything.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I got an achievement for looking at all the artwork.
Oh, curly fries, Zach. That sounds so good.
That does. Did you get it from a fast food place? Did you make? Are they frozen? Yeah, I could go for some curly fries right now. What did I have for dinner? I guess I had Jimmy John's. I had sort of a light dinner. I know you do. Arby's.
Is that a picture of herself? Arby's. Arby's has great curly fries.
Dude, they're the best. Did he say?
Huh.
No, it just says she has just art. It doesn't say that it's of her.
She doesn't say she does. It says she has more than just art.
Yeah. Well, it's still art.
Ah.